Mathematics 1, January 2016 exam paper, question 7. Express the following fraction in terms of its partial fractions. First of all, we need to factorise the denominator. You'll see that 2 is a factor of all of the terms, so I've actually taken the 2 outside, so the 8 becomes 4, the 22 becomes 11 and the 12 becomes 6. Now let's factorise that. I'm going to try x equals 4 and x to start with. Factors of 6 are 2 and 3. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 3 is 11, and that's what I'm trying to get, so that will probably work, won't it? So I'm going to have a 2 in there and a 3 in there. So that's going to be 3x, that's going to be 8x, which will give me 11x, so both of these are going to be positive quantities, aren't they? So the denominator can be factorised in this way. Now let's imagine that there is an a and a b such that our original expression is equal to these two fractions here. You'll see that I've put the 2 with this factor here, and the reason for that is I've already got 4x there, so I thought I'd just have a 4x in one and a 2x in the other. Now let's put the right hand side over a common denominator, which means multiplying a by 2 brackets x plus 2 and multiplying b by 4x plus 3, and that gives me 2a 2x plus 2 plus b brackets 4x plus 3. Those denominators are now common. We know they're the same as the denominator in the original expression, which means that we can now cancel the denominators and just work with the numerators. I'm going to call this equation 1 because I'm going to need it a bit later on. Now we need to find a and b. So to find b, let's say x is equal to minus 2. When x equals minus 2, this term will disappear. I'm going to get minus 2 times 14, which is minus 28. Minus 28 plus 19 gives me minus 9. 4 times minus 2 is minus 8, plus 3 is minus 5. So b is equal to 9 over 5. Remember, it was minus 9 on this side, minus 5 on this side, so the minuses will cancel out. The next thing is to let x equal minus 3 over 4 to make this bracket become 0, and when I do that I get the value of 8 to be 17 over 5, which means that I can now write the partial fractions as 17 over 5 plus 9 over 5, but remember there's the other 2 there, so it becomes 9 over 10 x plus 2, and that's the answer to part A. Part B. Substitute your values for a and b into the partial fraction and hence confirm that your values are correct. So we're going to substitute our values for a and b into this equation here. So 14x plus 19 is equal to a, which is 17 over 5. We've got a 2 here, so it becomes 34 over 5, x plus 2. And b is 9 over 5, 9 over 5, 4x plus 3. Now I'm going to collect the x's together and the constants together. So I've got 34x and 4 9s are 36. So I've got 34x plus 36x over 5. And then I've got 34 times 2 is 68 and 9 times 3 is 27. Now 34 plus 36 is going to be 70 and 68 plus 27 is going to be 95. So I've got 70x over 5 plus 95 over 5. 5 goes into 70 14 times and 5 goes into 95 19 times. 14x plus 19, 14x plus 19. So our values for a and b are correct.